We have a pretty intense Super Helldive bot Mega City match in store for you today. Solo Deathless, Heavy Armor, Arc Thrower, Shield Generator build. If you stay tuned, I'm sure you will be entertained. We're doing commentary this whole match and going over what we are using here. It's a Sabotage Airbase match. Now, note I have not done but 2 bot missions since I've been back from my hiatus. It's been like 2 months since I've played. So the last bot match I ran, I actually uploaded on my YouTube channel and I 5-starred it, but I did die once. And I was using that new armor that kind of keeps you alive after you die, but you got a stem. And I didn't really like it because I thought it meant it gave you a free death. Like I thought it meant that if you died, it would revive you. Well, here we are into the match. Arc Thrower, yes, my favorite weapon in the game. I'm also going to upload a 5-star Deathless mission versus the Illuminate that I had a couple nights ago with commentary. If you were interested in seeing that, please subscribe. But the build is Arc Thrower, Shield Generator Pack, Autocannon Sentry, and Rocket Sentry. Those are my 2 favorite sentries versus the bots. It seems to do a good amount of damage to them. We're running the Vitality Booster, and we are also in heavy fortified armor. We're running the Ultimatum for destruction of just about anything. Thermite grenades for also destruction of about anything. And our weapon is the Purifier, but I will not be using it much because I'm primarily using the Arc Thrower as a primary. So that is the goal here, is to be extra tanky, be able to survive a lot of damage, but within the Mega City you're also able to use the cover that you have in the city to avoid damage. And these new units are fairly annoying because they throw all these grenades out and they do this beam damage. But if you're in heavy armor, what I've noticed in heavy armor is so good versus the bots with the Shield Generator Pack because you're so tanky. And the Arc Thrower, you say, why do you want to use the Arc Thrower? Well, other than it being my favorite weapon, the Arc Thrower allows you just to demolish these multiple patrols of raiders. They're everywhere. The raiders are everywhere in these city maps. So the Arc Thrower allows you to obviously one-shot them, plus it chains to anything behind them, and it's just a good crowd control, stuns the enemies. Plus, like if you're fighting anything and you have a sentry out, you can kind of stun lock things. And it's also easy to aim, especially if you're on PS5 like me, using the controller. You're not able to aim. Plus, it's very dark and foggy and smoky in these maps, and you really want to have something aimed for you. And the Arc Thrower is doing its best job of aimbot that I have seen in this kind of situation. So, yes, I do use the Purifier. I said I didn't use it much. I use it right here, but my main use for the Purifier in this kind of map is to maybe get behind a cannon tower in its weak spot and be able to take it out very quickly because you're not going to be able to reach it with the Arc Thrower. Maybe you can't throw the Thermite. Maybe you're too far. Maybe you're too far for the Ultimatum. It's very useful in the weak spots and the heat sinks. As you just seen with the Hulk, I will heat sink kill some cannon towers just the same as I would if I was in the open world maps from a long distance away, and it has very good aim. But for the most part, we are using this Arc Thrower to be our primary weapon, just like I have always done when I use it. It's a very good weapon. And here you see the heavy armor and the Shield Generator Pack doing its work, making you very tanky, very survivable. Yes, you're slow, but you are able to not get one-shotted and all that stuff. So that's very good in that regard. So here we're going to kind of escape north. I really want to go back to I'd say go to the next drop ship and go ahead and get that out of the way. I'm going to throw the autocannon sentry down right here to try to give me some relief from being knocked down over and over. Any kind of defensive setup you would run that probably wasn't this might already have died, and you would be respawning with a new Helldiver. So now my next goal is to get a resupply in, and then I really want to go after this mortar encampment. It's bombarding me, and it's very close. So what I actually want to do is here to get a little bit of space to see if I can figure out where it is at on the map. And as I do that, I think I might see it, but I'm not 100% certain. I'm really looking for where it actually will come from if it actually shoots at me. So we're going to use our arc thrower here to get rid of some of these little guys. Make our way this way. Use some line of sight. And then I see this big red area here I want to go ahead and take out. We got some more guys here. We're going to use our arc thrower. Like I said, it's so dark here, you can't really see things. So the arc thrower, being able to aim, and then we see the mortar come in. I saw it shoot up in the air, and there it lands. So now that we actually really see it, we for sure want to go for that and target that, because that is a side objective, obviously, and something that is very annoying as you're trying to play and complete the map. You definitely want to take that out, get your side objective. And we have some Thief guys here, and they make some crucial plays in this map, in this match. They make some crucial plays. They're very useful. I really like the Thief units. They're very fun. So as we continue on, I don't really see it yet. And then we see it right here. So we're going to pop this guy with the thermite, and we actually miss. So I didn't know if that would kill it or not. It's way too low. So actually, even before you notice it here, we are actually in a overlap of a heavy outpost and a mortar emplacement. And even though it says it on the bottom right, I didn't notice that in the heat of the match. I should have noticed it with the fabricators, but I did not. So I'm sitting here like not even noticing it until a little bit later. And then you see our good use of the purifier there. Like I told you earlier, that's what we use it for. And we have a bot drop, and I'm not really worried about these bot drops. I have my rocket and autocannon sentries so that I can summon in. We're going to throw a rocket in here, and we're going to throw auto over there. That's going to kind of take some of the heat off of us until I figure out kind of what is going on. And then I circle around to try to get a little bit better of an angle of what's going on and where to attack from. So the mortar emplacements were either destroyed by my sentries, which I think they were. So that was a very good technique that was used there. And then I finally see the fabricators. Like I said, it's hard to see. We've got some Thief guys here. We try to just, throw a lone bomb from Aaron Rodgers. And I think that I miss on both occasions. Well, no, one of them might have landed. I think the thermite actually landed. I have to go back and watch it, but at this point we're going to go and try to just rush in and just get this heavy base cleared out, because that's what we want to do. We got some Thief. I'm like, this is amazing. This felt very good fighting this base. And you see the shield generator pack doing its work, but honestly, the ultimatum I still load a lot. Even on the Illuminate faction, I was able to put it to good use. And you will see that video too with commentary here in probably maybe tomorrow or the next day. But our setup right now is feeling pretty solid. We're soaking in a lot of damage, but we're able to tank it. This is not one of those builds where you just run around and just hit and run. It's not like that. This is one of those builds where you have an arc thrower with 50-55 meter range. I think it's 55, that's what it used to be. but it's able to chain. It's able to take guys like this out. That's what we want it for. We want to be able to take the guys that can really mess you up if they overwhelm you. You don't want to have to aim a lot in the dark, in the fog, smoke, and you want to be able to use the Arc Thor in that regard. Now, if you're fighting something heavy, yes, you can take out the Hulks. I'm not worried about Hulks at all with Arc Thor. Those new units, I forgot what they're called. They're like a mech for the Raiders or something. I took a few of them out with this guy. See, I thought nobody was in this mech, and I stopped, and maybe somebody jumped in it. I don't know how the mechanic works. Either somebody jumped in it or it activated after it finally saw me. But you can take these guys out with thermites, or you can take them out with ultimatum, or you can take them out if you have something else, like another build, like a quasar. I don't know exactly how many hits it takes from the Arc Thor to take them out. I haven't tried. I wasn't in a position to try. But they are very annoying because of the amount of bombs they drop and the amount of shots they can hit you with. But we're going to throw in our rocket sentry here. He's going to give us some space. We're going to stun these enemies. I do believe you can stun them with the Arc Thor. I do believe. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I couldn't tell. But I think that I've stunned them. And maybe I'm wrong. But you want to take those guys completely down and kill them before they make your life hard. So now we are trying to destroy the illegal message. This should not be hard. I want to get a ultimatum shot arced up in the air to destroy in one hit. One shot from the ultimatum should get it if you hit it right, just like I just did. And that's pretty much all it takes. So now I'm going to kind of retreat a little bit, regroup, see what supplies I need. I need to get back to my resupply drop. And then what I want to do now, I kind of want to go ahead and do the airbase control tower, which I already know in my mind it's going to be hard. So I will step foot in there to see exactly what I am dealing with. We just throw off a ultimatum shot to try to take out the turret tower, the cannon tower, but of course I miss. So I decide just to take out this fabricator, and then we'll decide how to take out this cannon tower if we're able to maybe get a ultimatum off. Of course not, we miss, and that's some pretty bad gameplay right there, but I'm still not worried about it. We still have 27 minutes left. So we go back to get our supplies, get our thermites, go ahead and get our ultimatum back, and then we will decide to go over here. This is a heavy outpost, and we approach it in a good way to actually get 2 thermites off really quick on a 4 fabricator automaton outpost. So pretty good so far. We get 2 out of the way, and now we gotta kind of see where the next fabricators are. And if you had something like a quasar in this moment, or even a jetpack or a hover pack to kind of get some elevation so you can see better, but on these kind of flatter maps on foot it's kind of hard to see. So I'm going to go out here to maybe kind of outskirt it, kind of get around everything to see where they are, and at the same time we're using our Arc Thrower once again to take out enemies that can kill you quickly. Basically the raiders. You don't want a lot of raiders with their guns and their rockets to be just nickel and diming you, you know. So we'll go ahead and summon in our autocannon sentry just to give us some relief to our back, and then we have this guy. This is the guy I was telling you about. One ultimatum does the trick. Every time I've came across those, if I aim it right, they go down. I don't want to be messing with those guys, man. They're like I would say they're kind of like a Hulk, but they're more dangerous in the fact that, honestly, I don't know if they're more dangerous. They feel like they have a lot more firepower. The Hulk dies in one hit to the ultimatum as well, but it feels like they have a lot more firepower. And I don't honestly know how many shots it takes from the arc thrower to get them yet. I have not experimented enough with that, so I will have to play around more. So we're going to go ahead and resupply here and get our stuff back. Ultimatums, thermites, and just, I know we've killed some of the fabricators, so we're continuing to just kind of chip away at this base. Arc thrower and other stuff. If I can, I'd like to get my rocket sentry down somewhere. And behind us is just one guy. 3 shots takes him out. And then if we can get a rocket sentry down, we will be good. But there's another one of these guys. Like I said, a thermite. I think one thermite takes them out, just like it does the Hulk. I think one thermite takes these guys out, which is good. Very good. Get a rocket sentry down. I kind of throw it to shoot towards the base. Hopefully he doesn't get overwhelmed. And I will tell you one thing as well. Those War Strider things that I just killed, that I've been talking about, they will mess your sentries up quickly. So you got to be careful where you actually summon them, because their little grenades will just blow them up, which is sad. And there you see a very good ultimatum shot to take out that sentry, or take out that cannon turret. You do not want to be messing around with any cannon turrets. And we find the 2 fabricators here. And then we've got a thermite. I think I have an ultimatum shot here. Another amazing shot. And we're able to escape that heavy automaton outpost. So now I really want to restock on my supplies. I don't even know if I have a lot of supplies laying around. We got Seafin. So as long as I'm able to make some space, I will be good. So we still have to do the airbase control. We still have drop ships to do. We have a lot to do. And I will tell you, these Mega City missions are intense. They're very intense because you have things just shooting at you all the time. But it ain't like in the open world where you're launching an ICBM and that is your main thing you have to focus on, and in between it's nothing, or in between the next camp is nothing. It's stuff all the time, which is very fun. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy all the maps in this game, but I do prefer this heavy armor, at least right now. Heavy armor shield generator pack for this, at least this particular match. And like I said, the last match I did it with, that I uploaded on my channel, I used the Quasar cannon instead of the arc thrower. And like the Quasar, in a situation to where you have, in the open world, where you have a fortress, the Quasar can snipe the fortress from a very long distance. The Quasar can snipe fabricators from across the map. You don't have hardly any drop off on the Quasar shot. So yes, I do believe that stuff like the Quasar and Recoilless rifle are better. However, you can make the arc thrower work, and then you're not really scared of any kinds of immediate confrontations. You're able to stun enemies and you're able to do decent damage to them, but you do definitely have to make up for things with the ultimatum, maybe with some thermites. And like I said, it's just, if you want to make one of your favorite weapons work in Super Helldive, then just practice with it a lot, get good with it a lot, and learn how to adapt to its weaknesses, and learn how to get really good at its strengths. So we got like a little tunnel fight here, and I'm trying, like I don't even know the whole bot Mega City map infrastructure. I'm kind of just playing this by ear. I know these have been out for just a little bit, but I really want to try to just take all these enemies, little enemies, out and get up there and throw some thermites. And that's the little War Strider dude I was telling you about. I say little, big War Strider guy I've been complaining about. I don't know what to kill him with other than maybe a ultimatum. I really want to actually soon this weekend probably practice some arc thrower shots against him. And here, I mean, you can kill a Hulk in 3 shots, I think. You hit him, and then, yeah, like 3 shots to the eye will kill a Hulk, but you have to shoot a certain way. And sometimes the elevation matters. I was trying to get that technique off on him, and I was not able to do that. The Hulks, they kind of slump over and give you a free eye shot. If you're straight in front of them, you can't be in an angle. I had a video a long time ago to where kind of explained that to some degree. Probably not as good as what it was in my mind. But we're going to kind of rush through this and throw these thermites at these dropships, because the thermites one-shot the dropship, so does the ultimatum. So that's my goal here, is to just kind of rush through. And right here I'm like, oh crap, I don't have an ultimatum, I don't have thermite, I wasn't paying attention. So now my mission now is to retreat a little bit, get my supplies back, and I'll come back. And then I noticed that this is actually also a detector tower. And I'm like, what in the fuck? Like, what more what more do you want from me, game? Like, but that's okay. We run way up here, get our supplies down. That's the good thing about the mega cities. Yes, they have compact situations to where it's really hard, but you also have the ability to take cover. That's what I really like, and I find it very fun and engaging. So right now, I really want my supplies back. I know there's some stuff down there. That's why I dropped that autocannon in that kind of area to where it could shoot to the right and shoot through that gap. I almost retreated, but I said, no, we have got to get this. I am low on time. I'm already at 18 minutes, and I still have to do 2 main objectives, man. I've got to get this detector tower down, too. And I really miss the ability for the ultimatum to destroy the detector towers. I don't think it does that anymore. I've shot some of the detector towers with it. I think they patched that out quite a bit ago. It used to be able to destroy the detector towers and also destroy the stratagem jammers. And I'm pretty certain that it doesn't do that. I've been playing Elden Ring Night Rain for a couple months, so I'm pretty certain. And if it does, that's great. Even if it takes 2 shots, I would still love that, to kill those detector towers, but I'm pretty certain it doesn't, so I didn't even try it here. If it does, I feel like a stupid idiot. So I'm trying to make my way in to drop a hell bomb, and there's just shit everywhere. I kind of just chunk a rocket sentry into. Of course, I didn't see that guy. So annoying. But our heavy armor and our shield generator pack, you need to respect those things, because they're putting in a lot of work right now. They're putting in a lot of work, and at this point, I'm like, what in the world am I supposed to do? I got a bot drop. I got a detector tower. So I decided to kind of circle around to get the dropships killed. I've got some thermites and stuff. I've got my ultimatum. And we get that one destroyed. There's one right there. So we're out of thermites now. So maybe I can make some space, let these guys spread out a little bit, come back later. And then we got all these guys here. So we're going to bring out an arc thrower to try to make us a little bit of breathing room here. Just really, I want to circle around to see how I can approach the situation better. Like, I want to circle around like I'm doing now, and approach the detector tower in a better manner. I want to bring out the autocannon to kind of give my back some relief, where I'm running. And it probably wasn't the best autocannon summon, but it is shooting a little bit. getting a few kills, and that's good when it can do that because you have some people always following you. So we still have to get one drop ship, and we have to get this detector tower down. So the detector tower has got to be destroyed with this hell bomb. Like I said, to my knowledge, after the patch, yes. Um, and we have one of those guys. We're able to shoot him down finally, and we got some hulks and stuff. We've already pre-stemmed. I love pre-stemming. I'm glad they added that to the game a long time ago. Such a good addition, especially for a solo player. So I know where I'm at, and I'm going to circle around, and I'm just going to try to get this hell bomb thrown in, and then this is a great place to, well, maybe not right there, but maybe where I'm standing right now is a great place to throw a hell bomb. So now I'm going to use the arc thrower to stun everything until I can get up and really do these codes real quick, because this hell bomb will be targeted and destroyed, and then even after you put the codes in, it can blow up on you and kill you. And if you're trying to do it deathless and save your Helldiver, then that's not good. So I want to use my last stem and just try to get the heck out of here. It's going to blow up, it's going to kill it. It's also going to kill the dropship that I missed. So that's amazing. The hell bomb did its job. Very good. And now at this point, I just want to make a lot of space in between me and the enemies. Make my way back up here. I know I've got a resupply, I believe I summoned. Yes, I see it. There it is. Drop down, get my resupply, get my stems back, and just go into the next mission. We're down to 14 minutes. We still have quite a bit to do. We have the main mission here. That's what I really want to do. Just in case, you know, something goes wrong, I want to get the main mission done so I can get out and at least have done the main mission. But we're going to try to do that and the remaining side objectives. So at this point, we're being shot at heavily. So I'm going to just kind of throw my autocannon sentry down right there. I want to get a lot of relief off of me because there's a lot of gunfire coming at me. And then I want to let the autocannon do a little bit of work. If I have to turn around and throw my arc thrower out of my wheel. As we make our way to our next objective. And we don't have a lot of speed. You know, it's kind of slow. I know a lot of you viewers want to see some fast, high-speed gameplay, but we are in heavy armor with a vitality booster. We're not in a stamina booster. We're not in anything but just a chunk of metal. So I have videos that I've made deathless, and I have a solo deathless arc thrower jump pack build if you want to check that out on my channel. I have against the bots, and I have a lot of builds in light armor and stuff like that. I have deathless builds versus bugs and other stuff. So like I said, this is my first commentary. I think this is my first commentary I've ever done in Helldivers. No, it's not. I've uploaded like short clips, but as far as full deathless runs solo, it's Super Helldivers. Yes, this is my first full commentary. So yeah, you kind of run out of stuff to talk about, but like I said, if you do a commentary after you upload a video, you still got it fresh on your mind. So I kind of, in this situation at the airbase control tower, I want to be honest with you, I fuck up a lot. Like I said earlier in the video, I don't know this map that well because I haven't played it that much. So I'm having a hard time finding where to drop, where the actual control panel is, and where the actual area is where you put in the SSD, whatever it's called, blue chip, floppy disk, CD-ROM, VHS tape, whatever it is. I found it hard to find. So we have so many enemies right now, and we're gonna have to escape and just make some cover, and then we will come back. What I decided to do now is, I know there's a little red like medium encampment or a medium automaton encampment up there. So I'm gonna hold off on doing the airbase control tower once again to go up there and do that. Let my auto sentry cannon kind of clean up some of the work. Let my arc thrower kind of clean up some of the work, and then make our way north to take that out real quick, because it should only take some thermites and some ultimatum shots. Then make our way back down and try it again. So with these huge fabricators, I noticed that you can take them out from the side with the ultimatum or thermites. It takes a few shots, a few shots or a few thermites. If you can aim inside the vent, that's different. I think that you can actually take them out a lot quicker if you aim inside the vents, which is, of course, getting, involved in and in front of the fabricators. So sometimes that's not optimal. So even with the arc thrower, that up front in your face playstyle may be difficult in some situations. So in this situation, I'm just trying to take these fabricators out. And you know what? I did not even notice that fabricator to my right up there. So I drop down here and try to go search for it, which it's always good to review your footage if you're trying to be better, because you can notice some mistakes that you make, and you can notice some things that you can also do better. Like this fabricator takes 2 shots. I don't even know if I did honest damage to it. I'm presuming I did. We're going to go ahead and throw thermites at it. And I think the HP of these are a lot higher than what the normal fabricator is, so that's the reason why. And I may be completely wrong, but that's what I think the real honest to goodness answer is. Because even regular fabricators, if you throw it into the vent, you will kill it. And if you throw it into the vent of these heavies, I don't know if it's a 1-shot, but it's at least a 2-shot. So, but in that situation, I didn't get a chance to try that, so we're going to go head back towards the airbase control tower. We have 8 minutes left, and we're slow as fuck, bro. We're so slow, but we're still deathless and we're still tanky. So it's been a fun, intense match so far. Honestly, it's been a fun and intense match, and it's only going to get better as we can take this thing out. So my goal here is to go back. I want to drop sentries if I can. I'm trying to snipe off those guys that can hit me in the back. I want to drop these 2 sentries right in the middle up there. Right there and right there. And hopefully there's nothing that can do a lot of damage to me. The ultimatum did some great work right there. I was able to take out the Hulk in 1 shot. I think I shot over his back, and then we used the purifier again. That's why I like the purifier, man. And if there's ever gunships, the purifier is also very, very good. And we get a bot drop, which is very annoying. I want to drop the SSSD delivery, but this bot drop, I think my sentries are going to take them out. My arc thrower took out a lot of the lower guys. I know there's probably a lot more, but I don't even know where to drop this at, because I don't see where to drop it. I'm looking for that, that thing that you insert it in. I'm looking for the control panel. I don't see it. I don't see it for a long time, to be honest, guys. And so we're going to have to... Honestly, I would not have been so bad on time here if I actually saw it. I'm trying to see in the review if I actually see it, and yes, I think I just did. I just dropped off. But when you have a lot of things like shooting at you, and you're trying to play, trying to play without dying, and you're still trying to take enemies out, and it's very hard in a map that's kind of new to you, you know. So the Seaf come here. That's awesome. The Seaf are awesome. I love them. I wish they were in more maps. I wish there was like a side objective to where, say, you release the Seaf troopers from entrapment or like some kind of way to release them into the battlefield. Like say they were trapped or taken prisoner. That would be cool, like an open world setup. Because they're a lot of fun. It's fun to have NPCs on your side. The enemies have. There's a million enemies in a map. So now I still don't see it. I've got it in my hand, so I've got to be wary of this west north. I say north attack. We've got one of those War Strider things again, and then I finally see it. I'm like, oh crap! There is the control panel. There is where you put the SSDD ABCD drive in, and now I'm going to drop my sentries in up there just to try to give me some relief, because I know I can get it done now. I thermite dump on the guy because I didn't know how my aim would be, and then once he's destroyed, my autocannon's doing work. We got a Hulk. I can stun him. The Hulk will be quickly dead with a stun from the arc thrower and the autocannon sentry. Like, we'll pick our hard drive up. We're gonna drop it in. We still got Seaf. We activate the panel, and then we are going to try to get out of here. We have one side objective left, and at this point I do not know exactly where it is other than the red spot to the southwest of the map, and that's honestly where I think it is. But we're running kind of low on time, so we set this place off. We get out of here. We want to resupply at some point, some way or another. The Seaf are taking these guys out for us, so we're going to go ahead and try to just get completely out of this area. And actually, that was not the Seaf. That was our autocannon sentry. So it's a pretty good build, man. Like even in the open world, you can make it work to some degree. And if you're in a group, if you're one of those group people that play in the groups, obviously, yes, anything just about can work. I have done this solo heavy setup on bot. I think it's the best on bots. I've done it on the Illuminate as well. I've actually got like 12, 13, 1400 kills. And that was before they introduced some of the newest enemies on the Illuminate, but like the flesh mob and stuff like that, and the stingrays. But yeah, I did that Deathless with the arc thrower, so it's doable with the arc thrower and heavy armor. But some of like the bugs solo, I don't know. You need light or medium armor, I would think, just because of how overwhelmed you always are. It's very, very hard to do things when you're constantly being overwhelmed. And I will play the bugs again one day, but it probably won't be tomorrow. But yes, I do like all the factions. Yes, all the factions are fun. But the arc thrower, I've never solo deathless a super hell dive on the bugs with the arc thrower, just because you got to deal with chargers, behemoths, impalers. It's not a faction where you just take on things like you do here, and it's a faction to where you have to constantly run. And anyways, back to the current map. We have 1 minute and 16 seconds left, and we're trying to get this last hell bomb, and we use the ultimatum again. I mean, man, the ultimatum is doing work. I try to climb there, but they won't let you, so I have to drop this hell bomb in. We'll use the arc thrower to kind of keep some enemies off us. We can get the oh, we can get the. I think that I can get the hell bomb in. Get the hell bomb dropped and launched, and we can get out of here. They do drop. It looked like a factory strider. I haven't seen one of those. Had a factory strider in my last video that had uploaded. We were able to take him out pretty quickly, and that right there, that helped me out a lot. The bot drop got just decimated, and it made kind of a line of sight for me. It made cover, and we were able to get out of there. And I, honestly, in this match, this was very intense for me. It was very fun. Very fun. I've seen some people say that I've seen some, popular people say that the city structures for the bots are some of the hardest maps. Like this is basically difficulty 11, difficulty 12. And yes, it's very hard. I would not say that it's not, but I don't know if it's the hardest. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're using, but I would say it's very fun. Like, all maps in this game can be fun. Some maps can be more frustrating than others, and there's some maps that are more suitable based on what setup you have. So now, in this current situation, I am out of time. So I'm like, what do I do here? We've taken out a lot. I don't want to aggro a lot of patrols. I have my arc thrower. If I come up on patrols, I'm not worried about them, because my arc thrower will take them out. I can't summon anything else in, but we do have full thermites, full stems. We have the purifier if we need it for something. We have our tankiness and our defense. So I'm kind of just chilling right now. And then once I get down to about 30 seconds, I'm kind of going to just make a run for it, just to try to get there and not aggro a lot of things. But thank you for watching if you have made it this far. Like I said earlier, this is my first commentary on a full solo deathless mission. All of my previous videos for solo missions have been just the fact of clearing them out and uploading them. I've not done a commentary, so it's a long time to talk for 45 minutes, but hopefully I have kept you somewhat entertained. And as we get to the extraction, I was kind of scared here because I had some bots just firing away at me, and I had some bots here, but the arc thrower does good damage to them. So if you're an arc thrower fan, give me a like. If you like heavy armor, tankiness, you like solo, you like commentaries, shoot me a like, please. Give me a subscribe. I will do more Helldivers commentary if demanded. And pretty much did this almost a full clear. Pretty much 5-star solo deathless. So stay tuned for more commentaries. And I have an Illuminate one I want to upload that I did with the arc thrower. I want to do a bunch of arc thrower ones, and I want to do a bunch of just solo deathless 5-star missions. So if you like that sort of thing, give me a like, give me a follow, give me a subscribe, and I will see you next time.